There's something about you, your voice is all in my head. All in my head, all in my head. I cannot stop thinking about what we did. Oh, what we did. I just need one more night to beat it up. One more night to beat it up. Your body keep calling, calling my name. Just one more night to beat it up. One more night to beat it up. Have our own private party. Finish what we started, girl.
What's up, guys? I am your host, Tiffany Tony, and this is season 2 of Lipstick Tea, where we talk about love, life, relationships. We're gonna add a couple more juicy topics in there as the season goes along. But before we get into today's episode, I want to introduce my lovely panelists. I'm gonna start with Miko.
Hey guys, I'm Miko. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mika.
She ain't really that shy.
I know, she look a little shy, so quiet.
Margot.
Hello, I'm Margot Graff. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Shorty.
What's up, man? I'm Shorty. Follow me on Instagram. I love all my fans, and you know what it is. This is Lipstick TV. Season motherfucker 2.
Speaking of Instagram, she just followed us like 10 seconds ago, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Charge it to my heart, not my mind.
So, are you guys doing anything for Pride? I know this is Pride Month, and I just want to see what plans you guys have. Do you have any big plans yet?
Oh, I partied yesterday.
Okay, what'd you do?
Shout out to Ebony. I was at the Argyle in Hollywood. It was like strippers everywhere.
Yes.
It was like 20 of us hosting. It was just crazy. Bananas. Apple Watch was shaking her. She was like,
So the party was lit.
It was lit. Check my story. You better hurry up.
And you're a security guard, aren't you? Like part-time?
I do some part-time security in WeHo, and those parties was lit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of out-of-towners though. Those are out-of-towner parties.
Is it hard for you to like keep your cool when you're working and not partying?
Listen, I like doing the door because I get to do all the pat downs. I got the best job. I get to feel on everybody before they come in. I'm like, no, I gotta check you again. Nope, you gotta bend over. I might need some cavity surgery.
Spread them.
Other security, please come.
Well, this actually is the perfect lead into our first topic, you guys, and which actually is a very sensitive topic, talking about sexual harassment and assault and rape in the LGBTQ community. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because one of my really good male friends, she'll behave. One of my really good male friends had an experience where he was out in West Hollywood hanging out, and he was in the bathroom and was literally sexually assaulted by this guy. And, you know, I just wanted to know and talk to you guys about your experience with sexual harassment and or assault, and if you know anyone that's been through that, and how do you deal with that?
Oh, man.
I think it's one hard dating other women online and being open about your love and relationship to a point where you don't want to be a sideshow. You don't want, you know, to kind of just be like that recent, those 2 girls in London.
Oh, yeah.
These guys walked up to them and made them like kiss for their enjoyment and then beat them up. And it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be open about your love. You don't want anyone to like feel like you're ashamed to be with them, but at the same time, you need to protect yourself.
Yeah. And you also don't want to feel like just because I'm gay or just because I'm bi that every person that relates to my sexual orientation feels entitled to touch me.
Facts.
And so with lesbians for sure, we do have this thing where everybody's like grabbing everybody's ass, everybody's touching everybody's titties, and it's like fun because straight girls do it too.
Yeah.
But it's like you
But where
feel
do
like
you draw that line? Where does it it starts as fun, and then when is it not fun anymore?
So I'm the type of girl, I go to pool parties, I have a decent ass, so I wear thong bikinis. People will slap my ass. And I'm cool with a femme tapping it, but the moment she taps it too hard, I let her know, because I get well tempered. I'm like, we gonna have a problem, like, because you have to set those boundaries with people, because they do like to grab and touch and just do
Well,
a
if you
little
don't
too
know me,
much.
don't touch me.
Like, everyone's boundaries are different.
Yeah.
obviously,
This is
but
true.
Yeah.
If I'm at a party and I'm dancing and stuff, I'm not gonna be all extra bitchy about it.
Right.
But it depends on how far they're trying to go. Like when the smacking, I'm like, yo, we not okay, so don't smack me.
Right.
I always have femmes grabbing my ass. Like, I'm walking by. I'm like, hold on, hey. Hold on. Like, if I'm in the club with my wife, you know, I automatically think, oh, my wife's
She's
being freaky. You know, I turn around, I'm like, hold on. Some lady just grabbed my ass. Like, what the fuck? But I don't know. Sometimes, like you said, femmes, sometimes they're aggressive and they just like want what they want, and that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'll be like, hold on.
Do you
like
find
that.
femmes to be more aggressive than studs
Well,
in
I-
most
I
cases?
never
I mean,
had
I know
no-
you don't date studs,
Yeah, I
but
never had no stud. I don't play that. So I never had no stud dude, nothing like that. But femmes, sometimes it depends on what kind of femme it is. 'Cause,
Right.
You know, like Miko said, you know, we all chilling, having fun. It might be cool, but then it's gonna be that couple of femmes that's like, I want you now. Like, come here. I own
Sometimes
you.
it's not even about wanting the person at that moment.
Yeah.
In the feminine world, even if you're straight, girls now, we grab each other's butts. We do,
course.
our women do that. They're just like, oh, and they do that because they're like, oh, we're both girls. So now that a lot of the women, say women come out later in life, it's been that type of touchy culture. So now that they're lesbians, they're like, oh, it's really okay now because we're girls, we like girls, it's not a problem. We're both girls. So
But
they don't really see
speaking
it as
on
harassment.
Speaking on that point of when you talk about your straight friends, how have you been affected by that in terms of pressure from straight friends kind of like trying to test your sexuality? Because I know you mentioned earlier, like, he's like, are you sure you're gay?
Straight males, I let them know I don't fuck with dick. So you got extra
that's
you got extra
a
pieces, you
question.
got extra appendages, extra little things that I don't mess with. Take it over there. And I don't really have a lot of straight female friends. It's a couple of them, like from when I grew up, maybe. But
Yeah.
most of my friends are gay. I play basketball, so everybody I know gay.
Right.
I feel like it was interesting when I first came out openly that I loved women and not just like the secret fall in love with your best friendship, you know, your best friend type of thing. But I was like nervous that, now all my female friends that I was hanging out with thought that like, oh fuck, I didn't want them to think I was like
you were
making
secretly lurking?
moves, secretly lurking. You know what I mean? Because it's,
Yeah.
but I'm also such a feely lovey, like my love language is touch. Like I will love on you, like that's just me. But then it's like, you know, you want to also respect those boundaries.
Of
So I,
course.
yeah.
Respect my ass.
No, I had a
Bad.
situation. I was like 18 years old, and I sort of came out of the closet in a way that was just like, I'm just gonna show up with the bitch. Like, I ain't even gonna tell
Yes,
people. I'm just
yes.
showing up. And so that's what I did. I showed up with this stud that went to the rival high school, and my closest friend, female friend at the time who was straight, I could tell that she was kind of like, like you said, like kind of like wearing her shirts a little higher around me all of a sudden. And so I had to have a conversation with her, like, listen, like, I love you, you're my sister, but
Nothing has
like,
changed.
And then she was offended by the fact that I wasn't. And I'm like,
Right, it's
okay,
like, look,
you're beautiful, but so that I had to like
hate
tailor
that.
my like conversation with her to let her know, like, you're beautiful, but you're not my type.
I
and
hate when people
we're still best
assume
friends.
that because you're gay, you automatically
That
like
they're
them.
your type.
And then you
I had
like
to check-
everyone.
Yeah, I had to check a few straight females. Like, hold on, check it out. Just because I like females don't mean I like you. First of all, you're not my type. Your body is not the way it needs to be looking. Your face is not.
So now
is
you
very
went from-
strong.
They bad body.
Bitch was strong, bad body and strong faced. Bitch, I don't want you. Don't play with me. That's
Yeah.
what I be telling them.
But I feel like
all pussy ain't my pussy. I don't,
Right.
I don't like that
Yeah.
one. I don't like that one.
You
I
know
don't like
what
what it's attached to.
I'm super. I think I'm more feely with women because I find it to be a safe space.
For sure.
too.
Yeah,
Maybe because I'm newer into being open, and I've always just
Right.
had females be my safe space.
Right.
So
What's your type? Like, if you could say, what's your ideal type?
a tall chocolate stud.
if I could do that. You know, a lot of my best friends that I've fallen in love with are very femme. It's interesting, but I think I don't know. I know.
Wait, wait. Do we date femmes or studs?
I think I date them both.
That's why she sat in between us.
Because I got that big pussy, that strong energy, that big pussy energy, the big balls. I wear the pants. I wear so it's
Well, technically.
well
I can
technically
kinda
I'm
see
wearing
it.
this real tight
Yeah.
skirt.
Don't start
But
today.
I'm glad you brought that up because it's the perfect segue into our next topic.
God, I'm
Who wears the pants in your relationship? I
You
want to
already who
know.
wear the pants? Me. Don't tell my
Okay.
wife.
whoa, them
was
strong motherfuckers.
I'm strong as shit.
Yes.
I bump heads with everybody I date, but I feel like I'm a very loving and I'm submissive to a point. So I feel like I listen and I get you what you want. I'm gonna cook for you. I'm gonna rub you down. I'm gonna do all that. So in the streets, I wear the pants. Like, listen to me, and when we get home, you gonna be
See, that's-
satisfied and happy.
see.
So do you date femmes or studs primarily?
All of them.
I've dated both. I feel like usually I prefer femmes. I like feminine women. However, in my adult life, it seems like I've been with more studs.
Okay.
So.
So even in your relationships with studs, you have still considered yourself to be the wearing the pants.
Yes.
And how's that working out for y'all?
Not
It
ain't working.
it ain't working.
She's like, it leads us to where we are today.
Which is why I'm single and
Because she needs to be with a femme. Because she
I think you do too.
No, listen. My woman right now, we're working on it. We have been
And now,
bumping
your
heads.
woman right now, is she stud or femme?
She's a stud.
Okay.
Is she androgynous?
No, she
She's
is.
a
She's my
nigga.
boyfriend.
Oh.
see,
She's the nigga.
That's what you need, Miko. You need somebody to be like, hold on, bitch, shut up.
Snatch
I like
your
being
ass up.
choked, okay?
I bet you do crazy self.
see, I feel like when I date men, I love emotional men, but like very like manly looking, but like softly, internally, like, oh baby, like cuddle me. But then when I date a woman, like I like her to be like a little bit less emotional, a little bit more of the rock. And I don't know, I'm like all over the
You
place.
sure is. No, nobody like that.
Right now.
For you guys
That's opposite.
watching, we want to know in the comments who wears the pants in your relationship and how do gender roles apply
Listen,
in the LGBTQ community? Is
stud wears the pants. They do what the stud says.
No.
And the
No,
femme gotta do
no.
what we say. And y'all
If you want to be in a happy
shut up.
relationship, please do not listen to
Yeah, please. My last girlfriend said the best part about dating a woman is both of us can wear the pants at the same time because there is no gender-specific role. We can be whoever we want to be, and that's the best part about dating a woman.
It is.
So you're saying don't listen to Shorty, but Shorty's the only one married.
Yeah, facts. Okay,
Dang.
she's the only one making it work. So
Look, to keep it all the way real
Shorty
with
just
you,
got cursed out before this segment.
First of all, we're gonna edit that part out. It's nobody's motherfucking business. What's going on? But nah, like to be honest with you, all bullshit to the side. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you.
I'm a simple person to get along with, to date. You know, I'm really simple. I'm not hella extra. Like you want to go eat,
Oh, except-
I'm not tripping.
come in 40 minutes late with your Funyuns or your
We ain't even gonna talk about it. We ain't even gonna
Blame
talk
my
about it.
I ain't
driver,
extra,
okay?
but just
Give me a new driver and I get here on
If you
time.
guys had seen the way she showed up, she looked like a diva with her sunglasses in her bag. We thought there was a dog in there, but there wasn't.
Y'all know I'm fuck with dogs. But I feel like, you know, I feel like everybody should get the equal amount of respect. As long as everybody's getting respected in a relationship, it should be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, femmes, listen to your stud
Listen.
girlfriends. For real. 'Cause
Feed me and fuck me right.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. That part, that's what she said.
I said what I
girls
said.
All girls want anyway is food,
yes.
period.
Is
Yes.
that true?
Is
that all
it
we
a
want?
lie?
I'm
I
trying
do
to
like
eat.
to eat.
I'm definitely trying to eat.
Right.
A couple things.
Even if my wife is mad, I'd be like, oh, you mad at me?
I'll make you
Right.
some food.
No, not even that. It's like, so you hungry? Or what's up? She's like, you know I'm hungry. So like that's the thing. Like your girl mad at you, feed her ass. She'll talk back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope that you have enough food in that bag for all of us because it's going to be a long day. So we've been talking a lot about pride and embracing our pride and being ourselves. And there is a new movement. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's the straight pride movement. There's shirts out, y'all, that's talking about proud to be straight and straight pride. And it's actually, the logo is black and white. It's kind of like a black and white gray color. They have a flag, a straight pride flag. So I want to know what you think about straight pride. Is it a real thing?
No.
No, it's
for
Life,
It's-
life, and everything is a straight.
it's tomfoolery. It's fake. It's just like when we said Black Lives Matter, and everybody wants to say all lives matter. We know that certain people already are in the privilege. They already have the right to do whatever it is they want to do. They already can move through life comfortably.
Fact.
So if I'm moving through life comfortably and I'm okay, if somebody else comes and says, hey, I need to be seen too because I'm not living the life that I want to live. I am ostracized for just being who the hell I am, loving who I want to love. I can't walk down the street without getting heckled or beat on or whatever it is. Then they have the right to say, hey, we matter. Give us a group. People who are like, it's just stupid. It's ignorant.
It is.
It's not a thing.
When we said when we said Black Lives Matter, and everybody starts saying
All lives matter.
All lives matter, and it doesn't coincide with that.
Yeah.
And then it's like now, a lot of trans women are getting murdered. Every time I look on Facebook,
This is real.
in Instagram, whatever, it's just like it's happening so much, and it's really happening in the South a lot.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's like you want to tell people like, you know what, move out of here, come to San Francisco,
California.
the Bay Area.
I mean, the traffic's bad. We don't need any more people here, but
The traffic is
Come
horrible.
anywhere besides LA.
LA, yeah. Come up north, cause yeah.
So in your openness with your sexuality, have you ever felt that you were in an environment where you were physically unsafe, where the energy was just like, I need to get out of here?
Probably at a house party when I was younger. We was in the hood, and the hood dudes was like, we don't have, when y'all got to check in over here. I'm like, check in? Like, we're not in no gang. We having a house party. They were like, they wanted us, the straight dudes wanted us to let them know when they having a house party in one of my friends' house. So I was like, what the hell? So it's kind of like, we kind of ended the party a little bit sooner than we were normally supposed to. Because it was like, okay, we didn't want to have to call our brothers and stuff to come over here to deal with this dude, and it's like, is it worth it? So it's like,
so you felt hostility from straight men
I do
in this
all the time.
situation, like as a threat.
I
They see you
always
as a threat.
I have a lot of straight friends, and they're cool. But then I have people that are random, like random on social media or random in the street. If I'm walking with my wife, dudes to be like, some people respect it and be like, oh, that's what's up, y'all. That's y'all beautiful. And then I got people like, man, go fuck with me. Like, it's just like,
Wow.
yeah.
Right in your face?
In my face. But see, the thing about it, some dudes feel like since we're both females, like, what are you going to do? Like, you don't know if somebody's packing. You don't know if I got mace. You don't know if I got
I'm
spray.
training for my purple belt.
you don't know
Hopefully soon to be black belt.
If I'm a UFC fighter, you don't know nothing. Like, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So sometimes people will get the wrath and sometimes they won't. And it's like, is it worth it? I'm not about to cuss out every single person.
Yeah, you got to pick your battles.
I choose
You
to
got to
pick
pick
my
your
battles.
battles
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel like the straight men are definitely more of the push in the gay community because they feel like everybody wants their dick. They feel like you just ain't had the right dick, and I'd be like, you know what? You don't know if I don't know if I'm gay or not. Well, how do you know you're straight? You just haven't had the right dick either,
Right.
sir.
I have
like
said
I
that
say that
before.
all the time.
I've said that
but
before.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I might sound a little crazy, but I definitely carry a knife in my titty. It's not in there right now, but I definitely carry a knife in
Is
my
it a
titty.
pocket knife or like
It's
what
a
kind
real
of knife?
knife.
are
It's
we
a
talking about?
switchblade.
machete?
No, it's a switchblade. You can pull it
okay.
out, push it back. It's in the car.
It's crazy.
But it's sad that you
have to do that.
society has put you in a position to where you even have to do that.
But
Oh,
every
yeah.
woman,
Is the point.
every woman should have mace.
should
every
definitely
woman
be on
should
that.
have a knife. Every woman should have a gun.
Or you can come take boxing classes with me. Or both.
Right. Tiffany.
No, but I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And I actually thought about buying a taser, but I'm a curious person and I'm afraid I might tase myself. So
Girl, I ain't got time for you calling us talking about help me.
I decided against it.
I'm
but,
tasing myself.
She's trying to shoot herself in the foot. Like, I just want to know what it felt like, guys.
No, don't do
I would
that.
be walking in Spain and I was just practicing spraying my pepper spray because I thought it would be like a mist, like, pfft, but it's like a zzz, like a water gun, like so you do have to practice with weapons if you're gonna
Right.
carry them.
But some
So
of
do
them
you feel
protect
like you
yourself.
need
spray back,
precision?
like,
Well, I don't even know if you guys know this about me.
Well,
Tell us the crazy.
I escaped being human trafficked when I was in
What?
Europe. Yeah. So I deal with like PTSD from that. No, it's cool because I've taken my life back and I do martial arts. I mean, you have to know how to protect yourself. I mean, especially like it is so prevalent in going out in clubs and guys just saying, hey, come back to our party. It's girls only. Like we'll put you in a, like we'll all go, just come back with us. Girls get in their car and in New York, like they'll just take you somewhere and you have no idea where you're going. So you have got to protect yourself. Women are too trusting to just sometimes go with the next party or
one.
do whatever, and you have no idea. So I do think if you don't know how to protect yourself, like if you don't know how to psychically feel your surroundings and be like, oh, I can tell someone's falling
Something's
behind
off.
me,
Yeah.
you have to be on it.
Right.
You do. It is so important. It is not,
What would you guys think if we brought somebody in to teach us some self-defense?
Yeah!
Are you guys
like
down
it.
for that?
I definitely like it.
But I'm down with somebody ass.
Cause my
Okay.
arms are so short that every time I fight somebody, I have to be up on them.
Oh no.
No, but that's fine.
Yeah, because my length is not. I gotta be like, and then whoop whoop. Yeah.
So you be like bum rush.
Like
yeah,
Tyson?
I gotta bum
Slam.
rush you. Yeah. I have no choice.
Yeah, maybe my sensei will teach us a few
Yeah,
moves.
we got a couple people that we can bring in to do that because I think it'd be cool and we can share it with you guys. And if you are a woman, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, you are always susceptible to, society's judgment and physical danger. So it is important that you know how to take care of yourself. And we are actually going to look into bringing somebody in because I think that would be cool.
100%.
So, yeah, I
we
think
would
that
love to
be-
teach you how to also protect yourself.
Yes, for sure. Thank you guys. This has been an episode of Lipstick Tea Season 2. I'm your host, Tiffany Tony. You can find me on Instagram at Tiffany_Tony, TONEY_ Tiffany like the diamond, Tony like the boxer. My guests, my panelists.
Miko_rounds. And you know, our last rounds, I give you rounds, whatever you're trying to do.
And you can follow me, Margot. Oh, I'm on this one. Hey, it's Margot Graf at It's Margot Graf. Margot without the T, MARGO, because what you see is what you get. Graph like a math graph, but FF baby.
I love all my fans on Instagram, so make sure you follow me. Chevy is driving me crazy. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. I love all my fans. Make sure you follow all of us. I don't know about all these underscores that they got.
It's all good.
But I ain't got no underscores.
And make sure you guys actually subscribe to our channel, watch, tell your friends,
Yes,
and leave
subscribe.
comments, DMs. We want to know what you feel and what your experiences
Yes.
are too, because you make the show just as much as we do.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Peace.
There's something about you, your voice is all in my head. All in my head, all in my head. I cannot stop thinking about what we did. Oh, what we did. I just need one more night to beat it up. One more night to beat it up. Your body keep calling my name. Just one more night to beat it up. No more night to beat it up. Have our own private party. Finish what we started, girl.